Just Being Me podcast. Your girl, Margot Evans. A couple, both aged 78, went to a sex therapist's office. The doctor asked, "What can I do for you?" The man said, "Will you watch us have sex?" The doctor looked puzzled, but agreed. When the couple finished, the doctor said, "There's nothing wrong with the way you have sex," and charged them $50. This happened several weeks in a row. The couple would make an appointment, have sex with no problem, pay the doctor, then leave. Finally, the doctor asked, "Just exactly what are you trying to find out?" "We're not trying to find out anything," the husband replied. "She's married and we can't go to her house. I'm married and we can't go to my house. The Holiday Inn charges $90. The Hilton charges $108. We do it here for $50 and I get $43 back on my Medicare." Or maybe it should have been this one. Oh my God, it was funny. Or this one. Oh, there it is. That's the one I needed. Hey y'all, how you doing? It's your girl, Margot Evans. How are you guys doing today? That was my joke of the day. I thought that was so funny. Thank you to my comedian friend, Benz Maurice. He had it on his Facebook, and I could not stop laughing. I was busting up. That was so funny. So I hope you guys laughed too. If you didn't, oh well. Oh well. Anyway, so welcome to episode 19 of the Just Being Me, Margot Evans podcast again. And I always want to thank you so much for tuning in to my podcast every week. I want to say, hey, y'all, to the cities that tuned into my podcast last week. That would be Los Angeles, Long Beach, Las Vegas, Anaheim, Southgate, Compton, Santa Ana, Encino, Ontario, Mountain View, Australia, and Hola, Mexico. They hitting me up now, too. So thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you tell your friends and family, your foes, whoever you want to, about my podcast. Spread the word, spread the news, spread the love. You could tell them that they can follow me where you listen to me. If it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Castbox, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. How are you guys doing today? Hope everybody is well. Hope everybody had a great day today. I had a very busy day today. Actually, a very busy week. But you know what? I'm being accountable, and I'm here, and I this is when I do my podcast, and this is what I do. So, tired or not, I'm here for you. You know why? Because you guys are there for me. So, thank you. Oh, goodness. So, a little bit on my weekend review. This past week and weekend has been pretty mellow, to say the least, because my last week was not. But after saging my space and getting the bad juju out of here from the past week and weekend, I will say I had a pretty good mellow week. Let me say this, though, because I want to be fair. I did speak to the person that I was talking about last week. Let's see. And I felt like the person, after having that conversation with the person last week, I felt like they were sorry for what they said. They did apologize. They apologized profusely about how they made us feel. But then, you know, I was just hoping that we could just say sorry and go our own ways. But then this person turned around and called me sensitive. Like, they said, "Oh yeah, I forgot you were sensitive." That really diminished your apology when you called me sensitive. I am a very sensitive person. if anybody knows me, you know that I'm sensitive, but I'm not sensitive about my business. Like, my business is something separate from my personal feelings. How, I feel with my friends and my family and my loved ones or whatever. I am very sensitive, but when it comes to my business, I'm never sensitive. I won't say I'm never sensitive, but I'm not sensitive. The things that was being said was rude and wrong and just incorrect. So that wouldn't spark any sensitivity. That didn't spark any sensitivity in me. Like I said last week, I listen to people's constructive feedback. Like I said, this person was giving some constructive feedback, but the rest was just like vomiting all over our shit. Like, we wasn't shit, then it just was ridiculous. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that space anymore. But, this person did apologize, and I have moved on. I had saved my space. I did call my episode 18. It was titled, I am an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit because it was brought up. So, the person kind of chalked up the whole conversation to them joking, and we just didn't find it funny. I'm the comedian. Haha. And we just found it rude. So that's that. Whatever. It is what it is. We saved our space. We moved on. We moved forward. And we actually really wish this person their very best in their endeavors. I'm getting like super tongue tied. I don't know why, but anyway, we do honestly know that this person will go far in their ventures because they do have a gift. They really do. They just need to watch what, how, and who they say things to. And that's that. So, anyway, Saturday I went to Weight Watchers, which I dreaded because I had my birthday week. And then I weighed in last week, and the weight gain didn't show up last week, so I knew for sure it's going to show up on the scales this past weekend. So I weighed in, and I gained. I gained only 2 pounds, though, so I was so super happy about that because I for sure thought that I gained like 5 to 10 pounds because that's how weight be coming on, like super, super easy. Like it takes forever to take it off, but you can gain 5-10 pounds in a week. But it's hard to lose 5-10 pounds in a week. So go figure. So I think this week I am back on my consciousness of what I'm eating. Is not a diet because that's not what it is. It's a lifestyle change, as they call it. But I am very conscious of what I'm eating this week, making sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I even worked out a couple of times this week. So I'm feeling good. I'll keep you guys posted when I go and weigh in on Saturday. This past Sunday, I had a BFF day with my BFF, Tanya. We have been BFF since 7th grade, y'all. So that's a long time. That's like, it was 34 years. Damn. That's a long time. We have been best friends. It's funny because I can't remember much about anything. Ask my friends, they'll tell you. But I remember how we became BFFs in junior high school. She probably won't remember this. She probably be like, that's not how, but this is how I remember it. There was a group of us girls that hung out, and most of them came from the same elementary school. I didn't go to the elementary school that they went to. I don't know what happened, but my BFF had got into it with the girls that we were with, and they started being mean to her. Now, if you know me, I am not a mean person. I have on here, I'm never a mean person. I can be mean. I have a what do you call it? Alter ego. I have an alter ego, Shay, and that bitch is mean. Yeah, she jumps out sometimes, but for the most part, I am not a mean person. Margot Evans, is not a mean person. So I didn't want to be mean to her, so I walked over to her to console her, and the rest was history. We was like, fuck them bitches, let's be friends, and here we are 34 years later, still BFFs. And I know when she listens, she'll be like, that ain't how it happened. I know it. Watch, she gonna call me. I'm gonna tell y'all next week. But that's how I remember it. I mean, I know I'm not good. I'm like the friend that, when you say, do you remember when? And I'll be like, nope. Do you remember that person? I don't. I just can't. But I remember that. Anyway, she came over to my new spot for the first time. We ate and chopped it up and had a great time. I really do love my BFF. And we said that we need to make this a standing date, which we do, and we will, at least once or twice a month. See, I have been so busy on my grind trying to see my name's in lights. Margot Evans in lights. So I am like bouncing around here all day, all night. But I don't want to forget, I actually need to slow down a little bit and love on the ones that love me from day one. Not to say that I don't love them, but spending time with people needs to be a priority. It really does, because life is short, and I know that. I know that all too well. You can be here today and gone tomorrow, so we need to cherish each other's company as much as we can. I love you, BFF. So enough of all that mushy stuff. Let's get into the news. Today in news. So today in news, I kind of vowed to not speak on this dude right here. They call him R. Kelly. I call him Robert Kelly, because you don't get a initial when you do the things that you do. You're not cool, so you can't be R to me. You're Robert Kelly. So I heard the story today about the lady that posted the bill for him, $100,000 bond for him earlier this year, and she's suing him because she wanted her money back. Okay, what? You did that dumb shit, and this dude right here is broke as hell. He has legal fees up the yin yang, and you thought he was gonna pay you back? Now I just heard a story right before I came on. It said something about he did pay her back, or she got some money back, but he still owed her $100,000. Some ridiculous something. I just can't. This is why I will not bail friends and family out of jail, because if I know that you're not good for it, why would I put up bail, bond, whatever the heck it is for you? That doesn't make any sense. But you went ahead and did this, so oh well. According to the article on the Shade Room, the judge rejected the bid by Valencia Love, is the lady's name, for the return of $100,000 she spent to help Robert Kelly get out of jail earlier this week. The article goes on to say that her attorney reportedly argued that it made no sense for that money to be sitting in deposit if Robert Kelly is being held without bond in 2 federal cases. You know what, Miss Love? You know what really don't make sense? That you didn't consult an attorney before you gave up $100,000 in this situation. You knew what this dude was up against, and you just gonna just bond him out like that? I think this is the one that had the daycare or whatever, and so she decided to bond him out. That's on you, boo. So she lost. The judge is not giving her any money, so I'm going to actually give her something. I'm going to give her this. Go stupid. Go stupid. Go. She is the recipient of the GSGDD award. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're dumb. Why would you do that? Anyway, enough on that, because I don't talk about this dude. But I do have a side note. I actually really do have a side note, because I was listening to Pandora this week, and the Aaliyah song had came on, If Your Girl Only Knew. And so I started singing the song, and then I started really listening to the lyrics. And I was like, wait a minute. So I pulled the lyrics up. And let me see. I hope I can see this, because this writing is so super small. I might need to put on some glasses so that I can't see this, because a bitch just turned 47, so she can't see. Anyway. Okay, look. So the lyrics to the song by Aaliyah, written by R. Kelly, If Your Girl Only Knew. So it go, the whatever before, and it says, if your girl only knew that you was trying to get with me, what would she do? If your girl only knew that you was dissing her to talk to me, she'll probably leave you alone. She'll probably curse you out and unplug her phone. I bet she'd be glad that you were gone and she wouldn't have to worry. If your girl only knew that I would want to kick it with you. If she knew and if she could only see how you be calling me getting fresh with me. Okay, this was Aaliyah. I have a friend named Aaliyah in 1996. She was 17 years old when she sang that song. And when I think about those lyrics right there, I'm thinking about Robert Kelly's wife. Um, what is her name? I can't even think of her name. She's annoying to me, but I know she's been through a lot with R. Kelly. But um, I'm thinking about her. Like this, he wrote this song and she sang this song, and they was probably talking about her. It's gross. Anyway, and then so I went ahead and looked up the lyrics for "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number." So it goes, "Age ain't nothing but a number. Throwing down ain't nothing but a thing. This something I have for you will never change." Um, Let me see. It says, "Here I am, and there you are. Your eyes are calling me to your heart. All you gotta do is knock. I'll let you in, and we will feel the passion that flows within. I don't mean to be bold, but I gotta let you know I got a thing for you, and I can't let it go. Take my hand and come with me. Let me show you to ecstasy. Boy, be brave. Don't be afraid. 'Cause tonight we're going all the way. Don't mean to be bold. Gotta let you know. Got a thing for you. And I can't let go." Now, Aaliyah was all of 15 when Robert, a dude name is not R, Robert Kelly, produced and wrote that song for her. So, Your Honor, with those lyrics, I think you need to put this dude underneath the jail. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing about him and this case and this case and that case. And what else do you guys need to put this dude away? Like, he's done. He's over. I'm so tired of hearing about him. Ugh, I'm just going to move on. I gave you guys the evidence. I'm sure everybody has heard that song before, and it's just disgusting. Anyway. Anyway. I just can't. Okay, so anyway, speaking of locking up people getting locked up. The problem. I'm sorry. I'm reading something. I'm tired, and I really should wake my ass up. Maybe I should have drank some coffee. Anyway, they locked up this homeless lady from Bridgeport, Connecticut, for enrolling her son in a school district where he did not reside. Did you hear I said homeless? The lady was homeless. Felicity Huff, the actress, received 14 days of jail time for paying for her child's way through college. And the homeless lady got 5 years. Now, I understand that the homeless lady had priors, but to lock her up because she wanted a better education for her son, so she used the babysitter's address? Come on, y'all. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I feel that in neither case neither of them should have received any jail time. Felicity has money, so she should have maybe created some kind of scholarship for underprivileged children or students to go to a 4-year decent college. And then she has a time that she has to do it, 5 years, 10 years, or whatever. And the other lady who is homeless obviously doesn't have any money. I mean, the worst thing that you should have did was remove the little boy from the school. To have this lady in jail for 5 years, I don't care about the priors. I don't care about the parole or whatever that she was on. She enrolled her son into a school that's closest to his babysitter in the babysitter's area. And you want to arrest her? That's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. And I thought they did away with all that. Your kid have to go to this school because you live over here. Just because you live in, if I lived in, not saying nothing bad about Watts because Watts is coming up, but I'm just saying if I lived in Watts and the schools that if I had a child had a selection, say for instance 47 years ago when I back in the day when Watts and Compton wasn't all that great, and if I lived there and my parents didn't want me to go to that school, then why are you going to penalize my parents because they want a better education for me? And they're not obviously given the best books and supplies. And I'm not going to say the teachers because I don't know what the teachers were like, but if they don't have the supplies and the things that they need to be able to teach the students, then it's just a crap school. So why would I want to send my child to a crap school and then she get crap education and then she just lives a crap life? So I just don't get it. I don't understand. I'm a product of having some. No, I shouldn't say that because if they go over there and try to put my parents in jail, we gonna be fighting. But I am a product of. I'm a product of using another zip code or whatever to get into a school. My parents did not want me to go to the school that was in my area. Not to say that the school was bad, but he wanted me. My dad, he just wanted me to have a better sense of people. I lived in a predominantly black area, so I would have went to school with all black and Hispanic people. He wanted me to venture out and see different people and meet different people from different walks of life, whether they black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, just a whole melting pot, like the way the world is. And at first, I didn't appreciate that. I didn't know where the hell I was going when I was starting 10th grade. The high school was right up the street. My dad made that right on Western. I'm like, where we going? Because my school is right up the street on 108th. Why are you turning? He said, oh, no, your school is on Western and 220th. I was like, where is that? I've never been there. In Harbor City. Huh? So I was a smidget upset that I didn't get to go to school with my BFF and all my friends from junior high school. But, it taught me how to mingle with people, learn people, meet new people. It taught me to be around different people. So, I, in a later age, not even a later age, I mean, I'm a social butterfly. I am an introvert, but when it's time for me to turn on, I'll turn on and I will be a social butterfly and meet people and have a good time wherever I am. So, it worked out for me. But if my parents would have had to go to jail because they tried to give me a better education, like, man, that would have been so freaking sad. Anyway, it's unfair. Let's talk comedy. I haven't made my little jingle for that. So let's talk a little comedy. So let's see. Okay, so what do I have? Okay, so I'm tired of hearing about this when it comes to comedy. It's very sad. Oh, okay. I'm telling y'all, I'm like super tired. Like I just read through all of my stuff so I could be prepared to present all of this stuff to you. I had not a lot, but enough energy to get through this time. And then once I turned it on to record, that energy just went like gone. It went down. But I am not about to start it over. That's what I'm not about to do. So you guys just bear with me. I have my notes here. Thank God for that. Thank God for my notes. So this dude, his name is Shane Gillis. He's a comedian. I've never heard of him until this situation had came up. He had got announced to be one of the new players on Saturday Night Live. Like that's a comic's dream. So most comics, I would love to be on Saturday Night Live. I don't know which comic that wouldn't, but he got selected along with some other comedians. And no sooner than they announced this news, and I know he was like so super happy. He was probably celebrating and everything. Posts started popping up. saying some dumb shit that he said on the podcast, and some shit he said on his routine. And see, I don't know. I didn't listen to what he said, his rants were, whatever. Like, he's one of these provocative kind of comics. I'm not excusing anything that he said because, like I said, I didn't hear it. Um, and I know it was some offensive stuff. That's what it said. It was some things that were offensive. But as a comic, we might just say some shit that's wrong sometimes. It don't make us a racist or insensitive or whatever it is that hurts people's feelings these days. It it's just we said the wrong thing. It's not intentional. It's a joke. And in this climate right now, it's so hard to be a comic because if you say one wrong thing, you are going to be under attack. You are racist. You're homophobic. You're this. You're that. You're this. You're that. When it was a joke, and then when you say it's only a joke, then you get attacked again. Like, that's not a joke if you say this about this people and you say these about that people and you say, come on, come on, come on. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it as a person. I don't get it as a comic. I don't get how people have become this so super sensitive country, state, world. I don't know. It's just everything is, a problem. And, oh, don't say that. You're hurting these people's feelings. Oh, don't say that. You're hurting that person's feelings. So it's a fucking joke. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it. I can't say it enough. Like, if you don't like it, if you don't like that person's style of comedy, then don't watch that person's style of comedy. You have a choice. You have a choice not to listen to somebody that some people are just like way off the radars with their comedy. They're like way left field. They talk about all kind of weird shit, racist, whatever it is, and they have an audience for that. People that does not necessarily, when I say racist, I'm not saying that they're saying some KKK shit and I should be like, I'm like, accept it. But they may say something about a white, black, Asian, Filipino, whatever person. And it may be funny. But then you have people, and it may not even be that race that's making a complaint. But you have people that's out there that's like, oh no, you shouldn't say that about these people. Then don't listen to that comic. Don't watch that comic. Don't pay your money for that comic. If that's something that you don't want to hear, then don't listen to it. But to sit here and just poo on everything that us as comedians say is ridiculous. Okay, anyway, there's my rant. So it was an article that I read today on Intro Bang. It's a comedy news site. This was published by Deborah Kessler on September 13th. And what she said, I'm just going to read a little bit of what she says. Is this what we do now as members of media? Who is it that thinks their job is to race to see if they can be the first person to destroy a career before it even starts? Is it worth the clicks you get on that article, being the first person to find something naughty or shameful and rush to bring it to light? Do you hope to destroy a career as fast as you could before even stopping to figure out, is this someone who deserves to be outed or ruined or to be crushed? Comics say shitty things. People say shitty things. Some of them say shitty things because they're shitty people. But plenty of people have offensive things to get the laugh that comes along with saying something wrong, particularly young comics eager for laughs. I don't agree with everything I've heard him say. I've seen Shane on stage, on sidewalks, outside of clubs, at comic tables, and I've seen him hanging out with other comics shooting the shit. And when I found out that he was going to be on the SNL, she was like, holy shit. Do we want to start calling for heads to roll based off of clips? Or maybe we could just wait a beat or two and figure out if someone is actually worthy of career execution before we pull the torches and attack. There are plenty of entertainers in comedy and elsewhere with squeaky clean public records and squeaky clean acts who are unworthy of their positions for reasons far worse than using bad words. Like, that really stood out to me because, like I just said, it's just like they took a clip of his podcast or something. And I think he was talking, I'm not going to even quote about what I think he was talking about, but it hurt some people's feelings. It was racial. It was about, it was racial. So, I mean, I just can't. It was another article where, what is his name? David Spade. He was talking to Jim Jeffries and Bill Burr. And they stated, this is just the cancel culture. The guy shouldn't have been fired. They actually fired him. They fired him from SNL, which is ridiculous. Jim Jeffries has said that are we going to go through everyone's history? Are we going to get rid of every SNL sketch? The dude is going on SNL. SNL got all kind of racy shit on it. So what are you talking about? Okay, I'm back. He said, are we going to get rid of every SNL sketch that has to do with race? He said, reminding us of John Belushi's summarized sketch, which SNL still runs, by the way, and Mike Myers, racial game show host. If you say something like, oh, no, let me see, do I want to read that? No, I don't want to read that. That's something Bill Burr said. But anyway, I just don't get it. And I was a victim of my comedy being put on, and that's probably why I'm so passionate about this, because I was a victim of my comedy being put on YouTube. They had, I don't know if you guys remember, it's probably like 3-4 years ago, it's called For the Dick Challenge. So they played a beat and they wanted you to rap over the beat. And it was like something for the dick, something for the dick. So you had to just put some words to the beat. Okay. Is that like cool? No, but somebody challenged me. I'm a comedian, so I made up like a 1-minute video singing the damn song. So I went out and I started looking for work. This is right after I had my stroke, and I started looking for work. And so I found a job at a nonprofit and got the job. And because of the person who actually wanted the job that I had got was upset. I believe it's this person. I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm going to say that it is. I'm going to say that it was. Went and looked me up. Once I got hired, I went for my first day of work. Shit, I was looking fly and cute. I done went and brought all these clothes because I was like, hey, I'm back to work, whatever. Got my my office. I was getting my computer set up. I was getting my cars made. I went to the Office Depot and got my stuff. I was about to be working. Do you know that the lady that was training me, because she was there temporarily, she was the HR lady, and she was there training me. The next morning, I woke up, and they were having a barbecue that day, so I didn't have to go in super early because I was going to be there late. They was going to introduce me to everybody. Just feeling good. Waking up, yarning like, oh, yes, I got a job. That lady called me and she said, I need to talk to you about a video that you did. And I'm like, what? A video? What the hell? So I had to think like, okay, what video did I do that's out where somebody's calling me, telling me that the video is out? Like, what? Huh? What the? As soon as I couldn't think fast enough, and I was like, she's like, you know what video? And I'm like, okay. And the only video I could think of, and this at that time had to be like 2 years ago that I did that challenge. And she said, yeah, we're going to have to terminate your employment because we can't have anybody out there singing these kind of songs with the type of work that we do. And I was like, wow. I was like, okay, okay. And it crushed me because I'm happy. I'm back to work. I told you I just brought all these damn clothes and went to Office Depot. I didn't put my shit in the damn drawer. I was like, okay, lady, can you make sure that you send my pencils and paper and shit that I didn't put in that damn drawer? I need my shit back. but it was unfair, and I was kind of sad, and me working in human resources, I should have known to take. I didn't even know the thing was up. I forgot all about it. I totally forgot that was up. In human resources, I know not to have anything negative because they can do a sweep. They're not supposed to legally and use that against you. People are like, oh, you should have sued. So you know what? Things happen for a reason. And it was a reason why I shouldn't have been there, and that opportunity wasn't mine. That's how I took it. Oh, you could have sued. No, I'm good. I don't have time for all of that, and I know God would bless me with something else, and He did. He did, and I'm very happy where I am. But it took that person because they mad, whoever it was, they mad to go try to find some dirt on me. And I'm a comedian, and I post all my shit everywhere. So now I'm labeled as for the dick challenge girl. You can't work for my company because you sang this song. No, I'm a hella good HR person. I have a master's degree in human resources. I've been doing human resources for over 20 years. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know my job. I know what to do. But because somebody was feeling a little salty, wanted to throw a little in my game, and they, it was all good. It was all good. But I'm saying all that to say, we need to stop. We need to stop trying to throw like the Kevin Hart situation when he made the comment about hitting the kid over the head with the dollhouse if he said he was gay. It was a joke. Do you think this guy really is gonna hit his kid over the head with a dollhouse if he said he was gay? Do you really think that he would really do that? Do you think that he would really freaking do that? I don't think so. I think that if his son ever came to him or his daughter had ever came to him and said that, Dad, I'm a lesbian, Dad, I'm gay, I think that he would be taken back. But I think that he would have enough compassion to be like, okay, well, this is my blood, and I'm going to have to go ahead and deal with it however I love my child. I don't believe that he would have brought a dollhouse and knocked it over any of his kids' heads at all whatsoever. It was a fucking joke. It was a joke. We need to get over it, people. We really do. And if you don't like that brand of comedy, if you don't like what people are saying, change the channel. Don't pay for a ticket. Just don't do it. Don't do it. You have choices. You do. So with that said, speaking of Kevin Hart, he's facing a $60 million lawsuit in 2017 from the Las Vegas recording. So the lady that was caught with Kevin Hart in Vegas on tape is now suing, and she has what's that lady name? I'm just getting tired of her and her mama. Judy Bloom. Lisa Bloom. Lisa Bloom is representing her, and she's saying that she's alleging in this lawsuit that she believes that Kevin Hart worked with Jackson to record her in an attempt to gain publicity for his stand-up comedy Irresistible tour, which began days before the video went public and continued through 2018. Shut up. I just can't. I can't. She's saying that, I didn't foul because I wasn't extorting him, and I wasn't girl. You knew this man was married. He knew he was married. He knew he was married. You knew he was married. And I don't believe that Kevin Hart needed to have a sex tape out to sell tickets or to his stand-up or to his movie or any of that. That right there is a crock of bullshit baloney, and you need to stop. Now, there are people that stuff happens to, and, they are set up, and things happen, and they do need to get an attorney. One, the Bloom or, what's it called? Gloria Allred. That's her mama, Gloria Allred. And they're going to go, and they're going to sit here at the on TV and boo-hoo and this, that, whatever. 60 million, girl, bye. Bye. You just mad that he went ahead and exploited himself and told on himself. I don't know what I'm not going to even, you know what? I'm not even putting that on that lady. But I do need you to sit down somewhere. You, Bloom and Allred and whoever else, and think about it. Stop. Think about it. I just watched Martin Lawrence. Uh, I'm opening up a Jolly Rancher. So all that noise that you hear, that's what it is. Cause I love Jolly Ranchers. Anyway, whatever. If you win your case, great. If not, great. Um, Kevin Hart's ex-wife. So I guess we're staying on Kevin Hart today. His ex-wife, Tori Hart, is getting it how she lives it. She's also a comedian, and she's doing a comedy tour in the DMV, Baltimore area only. Her show is called "It's Time to Tell My Side." I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her. Get it how you live it. She is a comedian, like I said, and if she got a leg up on promoting it and being seen because who she is and who she married, then do your thing. I ain't gonna never hate on nobody's grind. You do what you gotta do. This grind, I'm about to say this HR grind, that too, because I was so busy at work. Oh no, this week, that's all I could think about. Anyway, this comedy grind, this entertainment grind, it's no joke. It's who you know. It's it's a lot. It's a lot. You gotta climb up this long ass ladder. You got people trying to kick you off the ladder, wondering how you get so high up on the ladder, only being in this many years. So they trying to figure out shit. It's just crude, and dirty. It's a dirty game. But I mean, hey, she has a side too, and she's a comedian. She want to tell you about it. So there it is. Woohoo! Let's see. We moving it on down to bullshit and beauty. All right. So, you know what? This week I don't have any bullshit. None. Nada. Nothing. I had enough last week. So I was trying to just have flowers and roses all this week, and I did. The beauty of this week is me embarking on chapter 47 of my life. And the title of this chapter in my life is Motivation and Determination. I'll be speaking a little bit more on that next week. But since this is my new year, my new me, Margot Evans, I am continuing my quest to create my village, like I said, creating life routines. I'm staying motivated and determined to create a successful brand for me, Margot Evans. This was and will always be the beauty of my life. The beauty altogether is, as long as I continue doing what I'm doing, I know that God will create the path of greatness for me. Can I get an amen? Amen. No, I am. I am a firm believer that as long as you do the things that you need to do in life, period, and you're a believer in God, that He will create the path that you need to be on to be successful. And I live by that. I have lived by that almost all of my life, all 47 years, and it has worked. And so if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what they say. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just relax and let it be. Okay. I'm really telling my I'm really telling my age on that one. Anyway, so moving right along to announcements. I just want to say that we have the Hey Yall Comedy Club going up on Saturday, September 28th at the Long Beach Federal Underground. I'm about to say bar. It's the bar, but it's the underground, where I, Margot Evans, will be hosting. We also have, so we have a double hitter, actually. We have a show on that Saturday, September 28th, and we have a show on the following Friday, October 4th, at the Long Beach Federal Underground. So I am promoting both of those shows together, and we need people to come out. So if you listening to me, you ain't got nothing to do on Saturday, September 28th, come on down to Long Beach Federal Underground. 6 o'clock, and come watch some funny people. I got some really funny comics on there. And we're just gonna be there to make you laugh. We won't insult you. We're not gonna insult you. We don't do that kind of comedy. Hey, I'm gonna say this. I don't do that kind of comedy. I may have comics that do that kind of comedy, but for the most part, we kind of, your crowd, your comics and the people that you want on your shows. Anyway, so come on out. Come on out either Saturday, September 28th or Friday, October 4th to the Hey Yall Comedy Club at the Long Beach Federal Bar. And then I also have 2 shows where I will be performing. I'm not hosting. I am an actual stand-up comedian in these shows. The first one is with the Rebels of Comedy on Wednesday, October 16th at the Hollywood Federal Bar at 7:30. And on October 26th, I'm in the You Damn Right comedy show. I don't know why. Every time I say that, it feel like I have to say it. Every time I see You Damn Right comedy, it feel like I have to say You Damn Right comedy show. That is at the Ha Ha Comedy Club in Hollywood, hosted by my comedy friend, Daryl K. Mack. I will have information in the description box, or you can follow me on my social media at Miss MSME Comedy, and that's for Facebook and IG. Miss MSME Comedy. Well, we have reached the end of episode 19, peoples. And I thank you so much for listening and supporting me, Margot Evans. I am still living and loving and always laughing. Ha 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 ha. Until next time, y'all. Peace.